What's up, chat? What is up? It has been a little while. Hope all of you guys are doing well. You know, had a bit of a busy day myself, but you know, hey, here we are. Definitely a couple hours after, you know, the character came out and HsrXFate, you know, Phainon, but you know, it is what it is. Regardless, hey, we're here now, or at least I'm here now. All right, guys, so we're gonna be doing some big summons for our boy Phainon here. Pretty cool character, looks really sick. Next week we'll be doing summons for the fatecollab, so that should be pretty fun. And then tomorrow we'll also be doing rolls on Wuthering Waves and maybe some other gacha games too, because there's a couple other things coming out tomorrow as well, but the main thing will probably be Wua. And yeah, that's pretty much that. Also, of course, as you guys may have noticed in the title, I will also be rerolling some more Umamusume on the side. However, things look to be a bit different for Umamusume rerolling. So originally with my reroll guide video, I was recommending people to summon on what I thought was the standard banner to try and get copies or to try and get your fine motion and maybe even a super creek, same tenor or same account, you know, on the same account, because that's like the god, that would be like a god account right there, right? Or for like a free-to-play player to start with. What I didn't know though was that that's not a standard banner. Apparently that was like a, I guess, a rate-up banner for those 3 cards, and I didn't know that because that banner is not in the game anymore. It's gone, and I didn't realize that. Now granted, it's my fault for not reading it. I kind of was just like focused, really honed in on trying just to reroll for a good account for the last couple 5 days here, and I wasn't able to get it. And when I went to the game right now, like after I came back from work, I noticed that, oh shoot, the banner is gone now. Now it's replaced by a guaranteed SSR paid gacha banner, which has like some okay cards that aren't really, I'll be honest, they're not that great. But I was like, oh damn, okay, it's a little bit different. So yeah, I think the plan now is there's like, I think you guys got like 1 more day for the current like Ogiri cap banner, and then also that's like that, and then also the opera banner, I think, as well, because we're actually going to be getting a new character and a new card banner, I think later today, I think, and that's going to have like a whole bunch, you know, a new character and a new card, you know, new SSR card and all that. That's limited. That new one and that new card though is actually not that good. Granted, it's the same tier as the Ogiri cap one that's on Raid Up right now. It's a limited one, where it's like an A rank tier. It's not like a, you know, S tier, like really high value. It's like a, it's okay. It's not too bad. It just depends on your situation. You know, A tier is basically just situational. Like sometimes it might be really good. Like in some cases it'll be really good. In others might not. It won't. You know, might not be that good. But that's where that one falls in line. But however, the SR card that is boosted in the current Ogiri cap banner is actually really good compared to what we're going to be getting in the next banner, which is like not as good. So I think now I think I'll make a new video for rerolling, but basically I think the way you want to reroll now and what I think I'm gonna do is, especially the big thing, Kira-san Black is going to be coming out in about 2-ish weeks from now. She is really good and her card is really fucking broken from what I've been hearing. This to the point where it's lasted for almost 3 years. Like that's how good that card is. And ideally you want to get as many dupes into as possible. Of course, also Kira-san will be coming out, so if you guys do like Kira-san, you know, might be also worth rolling for her, you know, to pull her as well, you know, besides the card banner. But I think the game plan now for free-to-play players that haven't been able to play the game because they've been rerolling like me, I think the game plan honestly is just to say screw it, just get an account where you get like a fine motion in your first 10 roll, and if you get a couple other SSRs, cool. If you don't, it is what it is. But I think what you want to do is try to get fine motion either your first 10 roll or at least as early as possible, so that way, you know, since we, you know, anybody that's like in my situation that's behind can at least bank on those extra like 10 rolls and use those for Kira-san. And Kira-san's coming out so soon, it may honestly be worth it just to try and get an account where you at least get 1 fine motion. Just play the game at that point, just get fine motion. I think that's what I'm gonna do. If I get fine motion in like my first 10 roll or 2, then I'm gonna just stick with that account, and then I'll have extra stocked up 10 rolls there because I want to have to touch them. So I think that's what I'm gonna do, is if I get a fine motion in my first 10 roll, I'm just gonna stick with that account and just play the game, catch up, also to try and get the event card as well before that leaves. So I think that's gonna be my game plan. It's just like, if I get fine motion right away, cool, and then if I don't get anything, like if I get in the first 10 roll, cool. If I don't get anything else with that, it is what it is, kind of sucks, but I think at this point it's just not worth trying to go for Super Quick and for Fine Motion together, since we're getting a really OP card that's like on the same tier, if not better than those cards. Technically all on the same tier, but yeah, at this point I just don't think it's really worthwhile to be trying to reroll for that god account of Super Quick and Fine Motion anymore. I just don't think it's worth it. I think it's just better to stick with just the one Fine Cup, getting Fine Motion as early as possible, and just playing the game to stock up as many summons as possible, so that way when Kitasan Black comes out in like about 2 weeks, you'll have a couple extra, you'll have a decent amount of summons to at least be able to roll on her banner, try and grab her card, and then if you want to pull the character, maybe you can pull the character too, right? But yeah, this is very rough, very rough. This is kind of like one of those cases where it's kind of crazy to think about, right? Like literally like a couple weeks into the game, we're already getting like one of the best OP things ever, and there's not that many summons to go around other than like, you know, from the beginning of the game when you like, you know, start up and all that, right? So it's just kind of crazy to me with that. And I didn't know, the thing that kind of annoys me too is that I should have read the banner. I didn't know it was like a limited banner. I thought it was a standard banner because most Gacha games have a standard banner. Apparently Umamusume doesn't have a standard banner, which is super odd. It looks like Umamusume is literally just like paid banners and rate up banners, whether that be technically standard banner characters, because there's technically standard banner characters and standard banner cards, but then those will just be on rotate, right? Like with some of the, like you'll be able to, they'll be like on every banner, but there'll be some banners where some of them are rated up more than others, right? So yeah, I think that also explains a little bit as to why maybe why I got some of those cards a little bit more than others. But then again, I got a lot of cards that weren't even rated up in my opinion, so there's that too. But yeah, kind of crazy though, kind of crazy. So I think that's gonna be my new game plan. That means I'll have a higher chance of actually being able to play the game a lot sooner now, which is gonna be great. Downside is that, you know, yeah, and the thing is that ideally it would be better to get an account before like later today, because after later today there's going to be honestly like a worse banner to be re-rolling on, because the cards are going to be like, there's going to be like right now we have a really good SR card, but that's not going to be available anymore, I think, after the banner leaves, and we're going to have like technically worse alternatives. But and then at that point, you know, it's just whatever, right? But same thing applies regardless. Just go for the Fine Motion. Once you get Fine Motions, just screw it, just play the game at this point and just save up those summons for Kitasan Black. Anyways, with that spiel, of course I'll make a different video for that probably tomorrow if I remember. But for any of you guys who play Umamusume who are just wondering, you know, about any news and stuff, I also do need to make a news video as well for the upcoming content. You know, there's just a little extra, I guess, teaser for that, my thoughts on all that good stuff. Anyways though, I'd say let's get started, right? Let's get started and do some gonna play some HSR story, do some also Phainon, and see how things go, right? Things, you know, see how things go. I'm really excited for this character, really excited. Also, that like latest Phainon video that came out like a while ago, like a couple days ago or like last week, really good music. I just didn't like the middle part of it where it kind of went like all like dubstep. I was not kind of a big fan of that, to be fair. The beginning parts I did love a lot. Also, here we go, yeah. This is kind of cool. I do kind of like how they've been doing this for like really cool characters, where they like pull this like cool like animation to kind of get you to like, you know, but like, oh my gosh, hype character, time to summon. Like they did this for Castorice, now they're doing it for Phainon, and that's pretty much it, right? Like this is only for like the big hype characters. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, they're playing the clip. Oh damn, okay, that's new. They're playing his theme now also. That's actually sick, man, from the video that he was in. That's really cool. But yeah, I'm really excited. Also, I love this song. This song is so fucking good. So I'm excited. I'm really excited to summon for this guy. Hopefully we get him early. I low-key kind of went in his light count, but it probably won't be something for his light count unless we get really lucky and get him like really early. Then I might do a couple on his light count. Otherwise, I'm probably going to save the rest of my pulls for Saber when she comes out next week, because, you know, I want to get Saber as well. So we'll see how things go. I won't go to warp right away though, because there's going to be stuff in the mail and also some event stuff that I want to quickly look at real quick. So I want to take a look at all this good stuff here. All right, let's see. Let's go to time's up. Okay, we still got time. Oh, that's right. I forgot. There's a new outfit for Firefly. I mean, it doesn't look too bad. But I'm also like, you know, not that crazy about it, to be fair. You know, it's kind of okay. Got some packs here. $1 pack. This one's okay, I guess. You pay 15 bucks and you get 10 summons. And if this was 10 bucks for 15 summons, then we got a pretty good deal. But you're paying like an extra 5 bucks for the 10 summons. So I don't know, man. I mean, I guess that's not that bad, but still, it doesn't seem that great either, in my opinion. Nothing new here. Oh yeah, that's right. Cause yeah, we bought stuff in the shop. Okay. What we want to check is this. Yeah. Oh, that's cool. Okay, that's kind of cool. They got the whole 9-day count, basically letting you guys know when the Fate collab is gonna be coming out. So 9 more days. So basically, like, yeah, it should be like next week. Pretty sure it should be like next week. I just don't. I think it'll probably be. Well, it wouldn't be today, so it's probably gonna be. I think that's a Friday or Saturday when this is actually coming out, which is kind of interesting. Got a free 10 roll for Phainon. Oh yeah, that's right. All these characters got buffed, right? I want to check all these out too. This is gonna be cool. The new story, which we will be doing tonight. We will be doing the new story. I kind of want to also play Persona 5, not gonna lie, guys, because I'm kind of fucking behind. I'm getting really, really behind in that game because I've been focusing so much on Umamusume rerolling. But that Persona 5 stream will have to wait a little while. Also, for any old-time viewers, real quick, before I forget, I did mention I was gonna play Doing It Abyss CBT 2. I don't think I'm gonna have time for it. I genuinely don't think I'm gonna have any time for it. The thing that sucks is that it's literally ending like I think tomorrow night or maybe even tonight. I literally am not going to be able to get to it. I really wanted to. I really wanted to check it out. I just literally did not have any time for it. So that kind of sucks. There's a good chance I might not be able to get into the... If they do the CBT 3, there's a good chance they might not let me into it because I didn't do it this time around. And I'm assuming that's why I got into it. Or who knows, maybe I just got lucky. But yeah, kind of sucks. I did really want to play it. I just, you know, didn't have any time for it, sadly, because there's so much stuff going on here and there. But yeah, that sucks. I did really want to play it, but I just want to mention that here. That we probably won't be checking out the Do a Night Abyss CBT or Do a Night Abyss CBT 2. It's a shame, but you know, sometimes that's just how things roll. Sometimes you just don't have time to be able to like do some things that you're interested in, right? But oh well. Regardless, though, here we are. Here we are for at least Fate. I mean for HSR. Let's check our mail here. We got 600 summons. Okay, decent amount. Let's see. I think that. Oh yeah, we got the battle pass. Oh, also, I think if I'm correct, there should be some new Lycons available to buy now. And it looks like there's some in the battle pass here. Some new ones, yeah. So there's a lot of new Lycons in the battle pass. Is there any in the free-to-play shop? I kind of hope there is. I forgot where you go for that menu though. I think if I go to the Astral Express, it should take me to it. Let's see. Because I don't remember where. Parlor car? Is this what I'm looking for? Yeah, that's what I'm looking for, I think. The shop here.
Do you want to enter the...
Because I'm like, is there new cards here or no? Or is it only the battle pass? Because I could have sworn I saw something being mentioned about new cards here. No, is it really only the battle pass? That's gonna suck if it's really only the battle pass. Let's see, that's not the right tab. Is it really only the battle pass where you get those new cards that are really good? No, that's not the right shop. 1 out of 16. Oh, it is. That sucks because these look really good, but they're only in the battle pass. That actually sucks. Low key, I might be down to buy the battle pass in HSR just to get these really good cards. Let's see. So this one's from Remembrance here. You increase the wearer's crit damage by 24%, and the crit damage dealt by the wearer's memory spray increases by 24%. That sounds really good. I think this one's probably only going to be really good for like Aglia though, and maybe the main character, because even though Castorice is like a remembrance character, the problem with that though is the fact that she wants max HP, so this isn't really helping her out that much. So for someone like her and Mighty, but Mighty's not a remembrance character, so I mean it's good, but like for current characters, it's only good on Aglia. We have an abundance one here. Increases the wearer's outgoing healing by 12% when allied target's current HP percentage is greater than or equal to 50%. Increases damage dealt by 12%. I don't know who this would be good for. This would have to be for like a future like healer character. Yeah, I'm not too sure. It doesn't sound too bad though. We have an agility one here. Increases the wearer's damage dealt by 60%. After the wearer attacks, there's a 1% base chance to inflict the attack target with vulnerability, increasing the damage they receive by 10% over 2 turns. Okay, this is like a nice support, or like sub DPS slash like semi support light cone here for like any nihility character, so that's not too bad. We have a new preservation one here, which just gives you a better shield. Not gonna lie, this is literally just this is literally just like a honestly like almost the best in slot for adventuring. Now if you don't if you're using Acheron, you know, you might not want to use this one, but hey, this is still pretty good. We have the hunt here. Let's see, increases the wearer's crit damage with 24%. Skill damage follow-up attack increases by 24%. This is really fucking nuts. Okay, this one's really, really good for any hunt characters like Archer coming out soon. This is going to be really good for characters like that. But yeah, this is generally like a really good one. This is like the hunt one's actually really, really, really good. Okay. We got a harmony one here. Increase allies break damage by 16%. This is honestly only really good for if you're using like, what is it? I guess like Ruan Mei. Yeah, if you're like using Ruan Mei with like Firefly or like with Rappa, then you would use this. Otherwise, you know, it's kind of whatever. Destruction here increases the wearer's crit rate 12%, and skill damage and ultimate damage dealt by the wearer increased by 24%. This is really, really good. And this is also like a really good option for Phainon. This is like if you're to buy the battle pass, honestly, kind of worth it, because this is going to be a really, really good option for Phainon if you want to save a little bit of money. This would be like a good option. Of course, you could also roll for his, but yeah, this is like a really good one as well for destruction. That's good. We have one for erudition here. Increases the wearer's crit rate by 2%, ultimate damage follow-up attack by 24. This is also really, really good. Yeah, a lot of these battle pass ones are really, really nuts. Makes sense though, right? They're like the in between between like paid really, really good light cones from like Gacha, and then closer to like free to play esque more, but you know, not really, because you have to buy them, but still really good stuff. Really, really good stuff. Kind of wish some of those were free though, to be honest. I kind of wish some of those were free, man. All right, anyways, before we do our summons here, let's go to like a place that's more favorable in the story here. So, you know, let's go down 40s here, you know, just to be like in a much better spot here. I don't want to do the store. I don't want to go to where the story is yet, so I think the best place would be for now Vortex of Genesis. I think this would be the best spot to teleport to do our summons for Phainon, you know, because I do like a little bit like in some of these games where we can explore more. I kind of like going to specific places in the game more, like I think a character would have a higher connection towards. And in this case, I think for Phainon, you know, this would be it. Also, we kind of have a full like team here besides Sunday. So if that's the case, you know, we might as well just make a full M40s team, am I right? Alright, and then we'll do Hyacinth, because Hyacinth was the most recent character that Phainon had to say goodbye to besides the main character. Alright. We also have 3 other really good banners right now. We have Tribby, Sunday, and Sparkle. Sparkle, you maybe don't really need a summon for, in my opinion. Sunday's really, really good. Tribby is really, really good to use for most teams, though I have a feeling Tribby might not be used as much in the near future, or at least for the future teams, because we're getting a new Harmony character like next patch. So I feel like Tribby might not see as much play coming up soon here, and then she might be already, you know, gaining power craft, which is kind of crazy to think about. But I think that's just because we're getting new meta teams. Now, this is what Phainon's light cone does. So it's destruction, right? So the warrior's base speed increases by 12. When dealing damage, it ignores 80% of the target's defense. And then after the wearer uses his ultimate, you gain this blazing sun effect, which is removed at the start of the turn while holding blazing, so that when you do have the blazing sun effect, you increase the wearer's damage dealt by 60%. That's pretty good. That actually sounds quite nice. Let's see. But it's, okay, so I guess basically the idea is that when you do the ultimate, you have 60% damage buff, and then whenever this supposed start of the turn happens, which I'm guessing is the second turn, then you lose the 60% buff. But regardless, still sounds pretty good. What about max? You get 132 damage, but yeah, basically I'm a little over double. But yeah, it sounds really good actually. Like I said, might roll on it if we get lucky. If we don't, it is what it is. I will be doing a couple summons here though, just to start things off, just to see if we can get some points here for the future. All right, nice. Okay, well, let's begin, I suppose. Also, there's this thing for Archer's Lycon where you can get it, quote unquote, for free. But you do have to do 200 summons, so that's the downside, big downside. Me personally, I don't really have enough to do that many. I think I'm pretty sure I don't have enough to do 200 summons, and that's kind of a lot to ask for, especially because I'm interested in what's coming next patch as well. So I don't think I'm going to be able to hit this at all, which kind of sucks. It is very annoying that it's only for 41 days, basically only like for Phainon. It's only for Phainon's patch. If this lasted for like an additional patch at least, I would have probably, most people probably would have been able to get this. But the fact that it's only for Phainon's patch kind of sucks, in my opinion. It kind of sucks. Anyways, let's is it this one? No. I think it's this. Yeah, there we go. Okay. I was like, which tab is it? I'm hoping we get Phainon early. Hoping we get Phainon early here. Would be really nice if I could get my boy Phainon early here. So far we're starting off with the purple here. I don't remember what my pity is. Let me see. Oh yeah, it's for Hyacinth, right? Oh no, oh that's right. But I did do some pulls for Cypher though. I did do some pulls for Cypher, so we should be pretty close to at least pity. I think we should be fairly close. I think we're maybe at about 50 or no, I think we're about 60 or 70 pulls by now. Yeah, I think we're like 60, 70 pulls in now. Okay, yeah, here we go. We finally got it. Okay, so let's say we hit pity here, or soft pity. No, I think it's soft pity. I'm pretty sure it's soft pity. I don't know. You guys let me know from my last video. I don't remember, to be honest. But hey, we got a 5-star here. Hopefully we see destruction, and hopefully it's Phainon. Let's go! Yes! Let's go, Chad! Let's fucking go! Woo! We got Phainon! Yes! Yo, wouldn't it be crazy if we got double Phainon? Wouldn't that be kind of crazy? Could you imagine we get double Phainon right here? I've only got two 5-stars in the same turn roll once. And that was for Jiaoqi, but damn, okay. Okay. 150-50. Very fucking hype. Really happy about that. Let's fucking go. Let me take a nice little screenshot of this too, chat. You know, might as well. I always like doing a little screenshot here from a little keepsake, because I always like looking at my gacha rolls you know, in the future, or like if that makes sense. I was like the memories, right? Because like, oh shit, you know, pulled a really cool character a decent part. But yeah, hey, we did a couple tunnels. We got it pretty early. Hey, I'm pretty happy about that. I'm glad we didn't lose. I'm glad we did not lose 50-50. I'm really happy about that. Okay. At this point, let's see, how many summons do we have? I currently have, I don't know what the heck, this is all weird. I currently have 88. I have 80 summons, and then I have an additional 60 here if anything comes, you know, goes really bad. I mean, I could go for his light cone, but the thing is that, mind you though, right, chat? I think the fatecollab banner has a separate, if I remember correctly, I think they said it has a separate pity from everything else. So like, it's not gonna have any pity from this limited banner. It's gonna be like fresh. So that could be kind of bad. The reason why I said that can be kind of bad is because since it's fresh pity, there's a high likelihood, you know, someone like me might not get that lucky, you know, have to go, you know, full 160 pulls just to get the first copy, right? If things, you know, go bad. So like, technically I shouldn't roll for Phainon's light cone. It's not like it's that crazy, and it's not like it's one of those cases where like he kind of needs it, kind of like Acheron needed hers. But like at the same time, it wouldn't hurt to do like maybe like 2 right? You wouldn't hurt to like do like 210 rolls. Besides, we're gonna get like an extra like couple pulls from like logins and stuff, so in events. So I think maybe a couple rolls here wouldn't hurt that much, right? I don't think it would hurt that much to do just a couple rolls here for Phainon's light cone. Oh, we got a new remembrance one here. Increases max warrior's HP by 60%, and after warrior's memo spray attacks, the outgoing healing of the wearer and their memo spray increases by 12% for lasting for 1 turn. Oh, this is just straight up for fucking Hyson. This is literally just Hyson's light cone. Okay, cool. I don't remember what I have my Hyson on, but that's cool. Hey, that's a really good light cone. I might actually use that if what I have on Hyson isn't actually that good. How many pulls do I have? Because I used quite a bit there. I have 60 pulls now here, and then I have 70 here. It is tempting though. Granted, right, the fate collab is going to be lasting for a while. There's no current end date to the fate collab, so I technically, you know, there's still plenty of time to roll for it. Because right now, what I'm currently concerned about rolling for is, now that we got Phainon, all that's left currently is fate collab for Saber. Probably Saber's light cone because it's going to be limited, right? It's not going to be around forever. But more specifically, the support character coming out next patch, because I think she's going to be something really, really good since she's support. So currently those are the main two. So basically Saber and the support girl coming out next patch, the Harmony one. And I don't really, you know, have a lot of summons here to blast through all of those, right? The thing is that like Phainon's light cone is cool, but like it's not really necessary, you know? Like it's cool, but it's not really necessary. But at the same time, right? He is like Castorice, right? You know, he's like Castorice, where it's like, you know, he's like that high tier hype character where it's like, you know, maybe you want her to, you know, have it, right? Oh, I think we got a little early, chat. I think we got something a little early here. Now, hopefully, is Phainon's light cone. We can go home walking away as winners here. Hopefully. Or we can just get fucked in the ass instead. Alright. Alright, cool. Alright, man. Alright. Alright, thanks, Bronya. I mean it's a good light cone, it's just alright. Alright, you know, just can't always get lucky, right, chat? Can't always get lucky. But you know, we may have 40 pulls. But you know, I want her to do a few more, right? I want her to do a few more, right? You know, just maybe we get a little early. Maybe we get a little early. Oh, what did I say, chat? What did I say? Maybe we just get a little early. Maybe we just get a little early. You know, we may have lost the 50-50, but there's always a chance to get it a little early, huh? There's always a chance to get a little early. Oh. Now the real question is, are we gonna get more than one? We're probably just gonna get the one. Probably. Alright. Hey, fuck it, I'll take it. I'll take it. Kinda sucks. I did kind of use quite a bit of pulls there. Would have been nice if I got, you know, Phainon's light cone a little bit early. But hey, at least we got it, so at least that's cool. Downside is that I now have significantly less pulls for the fate collab and for the was it Siren or whoever's coming out next patch. So that kind of sucks. But we do got 20 pulls here, almost 30. We got 77 here, so that's pretty good. And then we have a couple more that we're going to be getting fairly soon, right? So I think at this point, not gonna lie, we might honestly just hit this fucking 100 pity here. I mean, technically, I think I have enough to hit it anyways. Yeah, I have enough to hit it. Unironically, we might actually hit this. If hopefully we don't, because if I do, that means I got really screwed over and I'll have like no summons ready to go for next patch, which that would not be good, chat. That would not be good, especially because the upcoming character I think it might be really, really good. So yeah, hey, you know, sometimes pulls just go one way or another, right? Oh boy. But hey, I'm happy. At least we got Phainon. At least I got Phainon. Oh shit. I'll peep that in a little bit. I just wanted to switch this team back to, who did I have here originally? I kind of forgot. Sunday, right? Sunday. Well, now I need to make a new team with Phainon here. What team do I want to move over? There's so many different teams here. I think we'll do this team. Yeah, this will be the team I move. So this will be Phainon. We're definitely gonna need probably Sunday. I think Hyson might be good too. And then maybe another. I don't know what else Sunday. I mean, not Sunday. Phainon would want. I think he would want another buffer, right? But I don't know who else would be useful here in this case. So we'll just put Mighty because Mighty is his bro. I don't know, chat. I don't know what would be better here, but we'll just do rock and roll like this. Yes. Okay, so cool. Alright, let's juice him up, chat. Let's juice him up. Alright, let's get you with this. You know, I technically could have like not summoned for it, and I probably could have ran him on like something like this here. Or like what, like one of these, right? Yeah, like one of these would have been fine too. Like there's definitely other options I could have ran here for sure. But like, you know, Phainon's one of those characters where it's like I kind of think it's kind of worth it because the character is cool as fuck. Yeah, but the downside is though, right, with the whole Saber Fate collab thing, probably won't be able to release something for a light cone at least right away. So I think the game plan now is gonna have to change a little bit to where, since I did pull for Phainon's light cone, and I did semi get lucky, I suppose. I mean, to be honest, I you know, you can't say I didn't get lucky, right? Like I literally got it like second 10 roll after I lost 50-50. I didn't get lucky in the beginning where I did lose the 50-50, but I did get lucky in the sense that I did get it really early, right after 50-50, right? It's literally, I literally did 2 10 rolls, boom, I got it, so that was cool. But yeah, at this point, game plan for summoning, probably gonna be just roll for Saber next week, get her, hopefully early. Hopefully we get really, really lucky and get her early. I hope, because I don't have that many summons right now. And then at this point, even if I do get her early, might be honestly worth it just to say screw her light cone for the time being. And then just wait for next patch, pull that character, and then maybe see what's coming out after that. And then determine if I really want to get her light cone or not. Even if it is limited, but I don't know, we'll see. I got Phainon at 34 and I got Sunday at 25 when pulling for Phainon light cone. I lost to a Welt light cone, so I'm gonna go for Sunday light cone, then go for Phainon light cone. Damn, okay, you're gonna go for Sunday's light cone? Okay. I'm guessing you're like a whale or you spend a decent amount of money if you're going for like light cones like that, but sheesh, alright man. Yeah, I wish you the best luck with that. I only go for light cones here and there for specific characters, mainly if like they're like a really cool DPS character like Castorice or like Acheron. Like characters like that is usually who I go for like light cones for. Otherwise, if it's just like someone like Phainon, or I mean, not someone like Phainon, if it's someone like Hyson or like Sunday, like supports, I'll probably just skip their light cone. Just because I'm like, you know, the support character, whatever. I just spent 200 bucks. I pulled E2 S1 Castorice. Damn, okay.
Golden blood will not
Castorice is gonna be hella strong without all that. But hey, it's not too bad, you know. Pretty good pulls for that amount of price, I'd say. Could definitely be worse.
Golden blood will not flow in vain.
Definitely be worse. Alright. Let's get you juiced up some more. I feel like I don't have enough materials, low-key. That kind of makes me a little bit worried here.
Golden blood will not flow in vain.
I'm at 117th out of 200 for the free light cone. Oh, okay. Damn, you're like, yeah, you're like basically almost there.
Flames that light up the new world.
Or almost there, you know. It's like almost an extra 100 still, but I mean, yeah, it's still Still basically a little over halfway anyways. Alrighty, let's also get these unlocked.
So this was my childhood dream, huh?
My Phainon's gonna be fucking cracked. I can't wait. These. It's kind of funny because I think Phainon's kind of just like your generic like DPS where you just want to attack, crit rate, crit damage. I think that's what Phainon is, right? Isn't Phainon literally just generic? I want to attack, crit rate. I mean, crit attack percent, crit rate, crit damage, and I guess some speed in there too. Yeah, based off attack, based off attack. Speed set based off attack. Also increase Phainon's crit damage. During the transformation, increase attack and max HP. After using attack, it restores HP equal to 20% of his max HP. Okay, so he wants a little bit of HP. Like not really, you don't really need HP, but like a little bit does help, so you can give, so you can heal a little bit more. So that's interesting. Okay, so he wants a little bit of HP, or like some amount, right? So he can just heal himself a bit more. But otherwise, you're just sticking with attack for the most part. You got Phainon? Yeah, I got Phainon. I didn't have to go too far. I got lucky, I guess, with my pulls that I did for Cypher because I didn't get Cypher, but I only had to do like a couple more and got like to like soft pity. Then that's where I got Phainon. I did also pull for the light cone. Light cone was kind of in the middle of like lucky and unlucky, where I did have to do enough to go to like pity for the most part. And I did lose the 50-50, but I did 2 more tunnels after pity, and I did get Phainon's light cone, so that was pretty cool. So right now my Phainon's looking pretty juiced, It's just more so an issue now of if I'm gonna get lucky next week for Saber, and then how many rolls I'm gonna have left over. Damn, I don't have any more of these. Ouch. It's probably best if I just farm those at this point. Let me just transfer this much to this. Okay. Relics. Okay, this one's just off the bat immediately really good. This one's okay. This one might be good if we get crit damage in here. Nope. Okay, well, sorry. Sorry for asking, I guess. Yeah, not that many good options here, sadly. The thing is that he wants attack as well. So that crit, even though that crit damage is tempting, we're also gonna want some attack percent in here. Alright, I'll hold off on that one. Let's see, what do we want on the main stat of the body here? Do we want crit rate or do we want crit damage? Oh yeah, that's right, there's that new set, right? Isn't there like a new artifact set right now? In the... Where is it? Oh, let's look at these real quick. Yeah, these here. When the number of allied targets on the field is not on the field, increase the damage dealt by the wear and the memo sprite. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna need here. That's damage, and then this one just does crit damage. And then it boosts attack by a lot. I guess if that's the case, I guess we can just stick with the crit rate, crit damage piece then on that. That's what they're doing there. But I guess maybe we just do crit rate. Hold on, let me see. Maybe I'm missing something else from this kit. Maybe something else gives crit rate here that I'm not noticing. Takes damage. Based off his attack. He can increase his crit damage. Yeah, nothing really for crit here. I guess, I don't know. I guess we just build him maybe. Yeah, I guess we just build him with crit rate body then. I think crit rate body is the way to go, I guess. Okay, well, that one's really tempting. Hold on, let me build this one. Of course it rolls into the fence. Yeah, okay, well, not so good anymore. I'll have to keep it for now because I don't have any other better options, sadly. I mean, I guess HP is not too bad. These other rolls are not doing me any favors though, however. Yeah, that's not great either. Okay, this one's kind of crazy with the substats. Problem is though, is that kind of don't really want, we aren't really looking for HP main stat. Yeah, I'll just craft one of these. Boots? That's a good question. What would boots be? Would we want speed or we want attack boots? Let me see. I think Pride one at this point would probably have it updated, right? On what you would probably want on this guy. At least I feel like that'd be the case. Let's see, build. Interesting, okay. Yeah, there's that. Yeah, body crit rate is what you want to go for. Speed or attack percent boots are the same thing. So either one is basically good enough. So either really good speed boots or really good attack boots. Problem is, I don't seem to have either. I don't seem to have either good ones here. That's crazy. Really? I'm not gonna single good boot here? Okay, well I gotta craft those too. Damn, basically looking like I gotta craft the whole fucking kit here at this point. Okay, at least these rolled really good. A lot of crit damage, and a decent amount of crit rate, so that's pretty good. Warder, should I level Sunday's talents? I pre-farmed him and not Phainon. Let's see. Sunday, right? I'd say for sure, you know, you want to go for like the big ones here that are in white. You want to go for these because these give you like the big like passive buffs. Also, damn, I didn't realize I didn't. Oh wait, I didn't finish this. Hold on. Let me just. Okay, I didn't realize that wasn't even done. Okay, that's a little annoying. What the, bruh? Some of my fucking Sunday isn't even done here yet. Okay, that's a little much. Oh, let's do that. Okay, that's crazy. Anyways, you probably want to do the big white ones here first. These passive ones. And then once you get these three, these are the ones that I always like recommend and always think to go. These are the three I always go for first because these give you like extra new passives and stuff that make the character really good, right? So you want to go for these three. Once you go for these three, then you probably want to go for the ultimate, I'd say. The ultimate, I mean, to be fair, you want to do all of it. But bare minimum, do ultimate and then skill. Yeah, ultimate and skill. And then make sure you also get these 3 unlocked. And then from there, you would do, you know, the talent. The talent will probably be like the last out of these main ones. And then at that point, you would just like level up everything else individually. Also, I did not realize my Sunday wasn't even fully finished off here. Like, damn. That's kind of crazy. Alright, let's see. Let's go level up this one. Okay, it's decent rolls. 2 rolls in the flat defense kind of sucks, but the other rolls are pretty good, so kind of makes up for it a little bit. Just need to craft these other sets. Okay. Yeah, this is gonna definitely take a minute. All right, we'll go back to Phainon in a bit here. What I did want to check. Oh, I didn't realize you got a dupe.
Sooner or later, I'll make my mark in history.
What I wanted to see was the new buffs. So one of them that had a new buff was you, right? Kafka. What's up, Nick? So is she already buffed currently? Oh yeah, for some of these characters, I'm gonna need to literally run new sets. What time is it for your live stream? Pretty late for me, bro. It's about 1 in the morning for me right now. Okay, then that's how I swap off. Okay. So that means Blade should be on this new, yeah, new thing now. Blade's probably gonna want a new set, right? Okay, maybe I just have to reroll those. This one, I don't know if this one's gonna be that good anymore. And too bad I can't make multiple copies of this one. This Rappa one. This Rappa one's so good. I guess for now it'll be okay. I do need to fix the setup a little bit more though. Let's see, who else? Oh yeah, you got a buff. Yeah, you're AoE now. $420, damn, that is pretty light. Oh yeah, Jing Liu was the other big one, yeah. She also wants HP. I don't know if she'd use the ice set anymore though. Yeah, something like that Scholar set might be better. And the Bone Collection one, yeah. At this point, it's gonna be what's more useful. I mean, I have some decent pieces here that could work. I guess I could just slap some stuff on for the time being. I need a crit rate actually. Just cause crit damage is kind of abysmal right now. And then sure, let's do speed, I guess. Isn't this game having a fate club? I don't know what you mean by fate club. Oh wait, I think you meant say fate collab, right? The fate collab. I was like, hold on a minute. I think you meant fate collab, not fate club. But yeah, it's having a fate collab. It should be coming out next week. They even have a countdown for it in game, which is kind of cool. 3 full rolls into the flat or defense percent is actually insane. What the hell, man? Okay, sure. Fuck me, I guess. Literally rolling some of the worst slop ever. Oh, this one was a little bit better. Okay, this is decent, I guess. Yeah, we're gonna want to swap this to HP now. Or actually, more specifically, we want to swap to this set now. What is this set? Are you gonna be live streaming with a new, in a new person again? A new person? Do you mean like the Persona game? If you mean the Persona game, probably. I just don't know when. Just because tomorrow we're also going to be kind of busy with some other, you know, we're going to be busy with Wuthering Waves and some other gacha games, I think. More specifically, at least, Wuthering Waves. Because the new character's dropping out. Amanda Cypress Sana? That sounds familiar, but I don't know what that's from. Ooh, you can take that for now, I guess. Jeez. Alright, new Jingli Yu set looking a bit better, I think. A little bit better. Crit damage is a little not that great, but hey, you know, it's something. Okay. Go back to Phainon here. I'm sorry, no. Yeah, I can tell, Nick. It's alright though. That's right, I need a craft. A little bit of Minecraft in the game. Alright, so we want crit rate body and speed boots. How much now for synthesis? 2. Yeah, that's not great. Okay. Body, we're gonna want physical and then attack. I could also farm it before I use these just in case, which might be the better play. Okay, we have a couple that we can use of this stuff at 10. Let's just see some of these roll decently. That's not good enough. That's not good either. Okay, well, that sucks. Yeah, this is gonna be rough. This is gonna be rough. Yeah, I mean, not really, no. That's also bad. You gotta be kidding me. These boots are ass. I mean, I guess that's okay. I guess, man. Yikes. I really have no other better boots I can run. I'm gonna guess no. That one just has a bad main stat. You should play Minecraft? I played it a couple times. I'm not really interested in it right now, though. Yeah, fuck me, all these suck. These are horrible. That's all I have to do for now. For the body. All these main stats suck, so I guess we'll just stick with this for now. Alright, let's farm the new set here. Alright. I got some juice that I want to use. Physical fire wind, huh? Alright. Let's try out this Phainon team. Yeah, I think that's fine. I think. Maybe it's more worth to put Castorice in here.
That looks like a tough one. Let me test the waters first.
Are you gonna play Open World 7 to the Sins? Yeah, I'll be playing that one for sure.
Submit. Light up the dark.
Alright, let's see Phainon in action. What the fuck? That is so much damage immediately.
How noisy.
Watch over you and guide you on your path.
Oh, and then again, this is the this is sim so I guess that makes sense. But jeez, we're like fucking destroying this guy.
Through my blood. Forever through.
Maybe I'll try a different team out Warlock. To replace Mighty with like a buffer, like another buffer. When does it come out? It might be coming out later this year. Let's see, that's not good. Cause they're having like a beta or something. They're throwing a lot of promotional stuff for the game, so there's a good chance it might be coming out sometime later this year. That one sucks. Let me try a different team out. So that team works pretty good. I like that.
Breezes carrying the scent of wheat field.
But I want to try something different. Let me try instead of Mighty. Who's another good buffer for him? So we could do interesting. Oh yeah, I guess Hwaha would actually be better for him than Hyson because he wants attack, and Hyson's only boosting HP, so that's not really helping him out. That's a good point. Looks like Ruin May might actually be really good too. Okay. I said wrong, man, but that's Bronya. Hey, you know, close enough. Close enough. Okay. We'll try this. We will try this out. I don't remember what Bronya has.
Let me test the waters first.
Oh, that is super underleveled. I did not realize these light cones were that underleveled. Oops. Oh, my bad, Bronya. I don't even know if I have enough to like level this up much though. It's crazy how I have 3 of these Bronya light guns, I will say. That's probably the craziest thing, is how I have 3 of these suckers. I mean, hey, it is a pretty good light gun. Alright, nice. Alright, you can leave it there. I kind of want to dupe one of these out. But at the same time, it might not be worth it. I'll hold on to it for now. Alright. Buff.
Show your courage.
Buff.
Light up the dark.
Death. This should be fun. I've got 27k saved up for new character that comes out Friday for Vision K kind of parade. How to get more cubes? I'm just too lazy. Best way to get extra cubes is from the tower. That's a pretty good place to get a lot of cubes from if you've already done all the events. Or like all the stuff from the current events, and then if you've done story, then like the next best place is to literally do tower. That's the next best place to get cubes from. That's like a significant amount. Oh shit! Damn! Phainon just fucking obliterated this guy. Damn! He just fucking obliterated him. That's funny. Kind of crazy how we have our first team or character that just wants only buffers and like maybe one healer or shielder, and that's it. Kind of funny. Actually, now that I think about it, maybe it would be better to have adventuring, because healing and shields work as a buff as well. They're considered a buff for Phainon's kit. And adventuring technically would be better because adventuring can apply a debuff with his ultimate, where the enemy will take more damage from, I think, allies or from ultimates. So technically, you know, Phainon could do more damage to the enemy with that. I haven't done barely any story. I'm just on port 4. Oh, okay. Yeah, you know, you could do story. You could catch up on the story. That'd be another decent way to get up or build that up. This one's kind of not that good. Same thing with this one. Oh yeah. Since we're gonna be farming here for a while, before we do check out the story, I might as well pop up some new summon on the side here while I farm. Might as well do a little bit of rerolling here. I have 30k, then I misclicked and something for anybody. So like you accidentally like blasted all your summons on like a random banner or multiple banners. That's probably not the best thing. I mean, if you did exchange your pity into like the pity points or whatever, then I guess it's not the worst thing in the world. But we are getting a really good banner. Or not banner, but like a really good character. Literally, on like Friday this week, we're getting a really good character that's like worth the cubes. It's a Shoko, really crazy support. Highly recommend trying, or I would highly recommend to do some summons for her. Not a lot, like I wouldn't suppose say like full send it, but I'd say it wouldn't hurt to do a couple summons to see if you get luck and get her, because she's really good.
To guard and defend, crush them.
I'm going to say Maki. I'm going to say any Maki. I don't really know what you're trying to say. But yeah, I mean, we're getting like a really good character. The 27k now, the Chris speech did, yeah. Yeah, I'd say if you really want to, you could throw some for Shoko when she comes out later this week. See if you get her, and then if not, cool. If you do, awesome. And then basically just wait till what is it? Half Annie, or my bad, not half Annie. Global first Annie. There's gonna be another character that's actually also kind of worth some money for, called Mei, but that's more of like if you like her, because she's like a red DPS character. And there's always like a decent amount of those that are like kind of good anyways. So that's kind of up in the air. That's more of like if you like Mei, then sure, go for it because she's really good. But she's like a DPS character, so less like less needed than like someone like Shoku, which is a support character, which is like way better. I'm seeing for the new Gojo Tweak Joe. Yeah, the Gojo or the fucking what was the other name of it that Gojo had? The Hojo or whatever. I know what you're talking about. Yeah. Yeah, that Gojo's really good too. He's I think he's probably the best green DPS in the game. I'm pretty sure. I think he might be better than Hollow Purple. Or at the very least they're on the same par if anything. And then the green Shoko that comes out, or the Shoko, yeah, I think that Shoko's green too. But that Shoko that comes out like the week or whatever before or after or whatever of that Gojo is also really good too, which is funny. Both Shokos are really good, the SSR ones. But that's another character. I mean, if I'm being honest, all the 1.5 characters that JP has for JJK Fan Parade are all OP. They're all fucking good, man. They're all worth something for, if I'm being honest. Like way better than like the first anniversary, which was like only 2 of them were really worth pulling for, which was just Sukana and don't really mention Gojo, where like Joey was good, but you could kind of get away with not pulling him, to be honest. You can get away with it. Yes, the new Red Nami is actually really good. I don't know why, if I'm being honest. I just know he's good because of what I've been hearing around. I mean, I'll find out what he does probably when he actually comes out in a couple more months. So I'll find out then what he does. But what I do know is that he's really good. And then from my current knowledge, basically everybody from the 1.5 anniversary of JJK Fan Parade on the JP version is really good. And, you know, we probably want to save for that. You know, you want to have a lot of summons for those 3 characters, just like for anniversary here. So I'd say it's worth saving up a really good chunk of cubes. Honestly, like at the same time, even though the yellow shotgun that we're getting is really good, like later this week, we're getting a really OP one as well for first anniversary, or for global first anniversary. So it's like, I kind of wouldn't blame you, and honestly, it might be a smarter decision maybe to skip yellow Shoko, even though she was really good, because we're going to be getting other Shoko anyways. That's honestly really, you know, just as good if not better than that Shoko. Granted, I think the yellow Shoko and the green Shoko have some things where they buff like green, like the green one buffs green characters, I think, and the yellow one buffs yellow characters. I'm pretty sure. I think they have something like that going on, but at the same time, you know, like, you know, if you don't have that many cubes, you know, you may not want to go too crazy. And then like if you know, I'd say like that, like maybe do a couple, at least enough to exchange them for pity points. Like I'd say I'd say maximum pull you should ever do on anything that's not like an anniversary banner or whatever, like with really OP characters, is 200 pulls for the pity tickets. 200 pulls should be basically your max for any banner you're interested in. That's not like the big like anniversary banners. If it's not those banners, then yeah, I'd say just go for the 200 points or the 200 pulls. If you get the character, boom, cool. If not, you just exchange those and then just don't summon anymore because you're not getting anything else out of it. If I get Shellco, I'm not summoning until 1.4 anniversary because I already have some too. Shellco, Shoko? If I get Shoko, I'm not summoning until tuna. Sure, I guess. But yeah, but all the games I'm playing have stuff coming out on the 4th. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff coming out this week, which is kind of crazy. Like we got HsrX today, we got solo leveling, and I think one other thing as well. Oh yeah, I guess also Umamusume technically too. Later today, or I guess on Wednesday. And then Thursday, it's going to be Ghost Front Night 2, which is going to have a big patch because it's going to be Springfield. And then I think Friday and the weekend's kind of chill. But on the other hand, we also have some crazy stuff coming out for games-wise, like for Mobile Rivals. We're getting the new like big season patch, I think next week, which looks really, really cool. I'm really excited for that. That's not a gacha game, but like I do enjoy playing Marvel Rivals, so that's something I'm personally excited for. The only thing is that I need to get my ass into fucking ranked, because my ranked is still not gold 3 yet, because I just barely play ranked in that game. Not because I hate ranked necessarily, just more so I just like same thing with doing at Abyss. I just don't always have time to fucking play some of these things for that long like that. That's also why I'm kind of behind in some things like Nikki's story, like Nikki campaign story, and why I'm behind on that. Just because I just don't have the time all the time to be able to like spend like that. And also sometimes I just don't really feel like playing some things here and there. Like for Genshin, I'm like pretty behind right now. Since like Natlan, I haven't really like touched the game that much. So I've been behind on summons and I've been behind on story, and I just kind of don't really feel like playing the game because it feels like kind of tedious to play. Whereas like HSR feels really chill, and I like playing at HSR because you know, the game plays itself for me, and I'm glad. I like that. Makes life a lot easier for me. You should play Marvel Rivals on stream. I actually have played Marvel Rivals on stream a little bit, not often, but I have done it a couple times. I'll probably do it for was it in the near future, probably, like again for sure. Maybe maybe we'll do a stream for when the new like season goes live or something, right? Or maybe when I do like if I have time, maybe for ranked or something. But you know, rivals can be fun. But sometimes it can also be kind of like, you know, especially if I'm getting like dipped like horribly. But I guess that's kind of funny to watch, huh? I do love playing Spider-Man, but like, you know, Spider-Man's my main. I do play other characters too, for sure. Like, you know, even though I have a main, I also enjoy playing other characters too. I like Cloak and Dagger. Yeah, Cloak and Dagger's alright. Personally, I don't like Cloak and Dagger, so that's a character I don't really like. There's some characters I don't play with, I haven't touched at all, just because I'm not really interested. Cloak and Dagger is one of them. Or like I have touched them a little bit. But that's only when I need to use the Loki clone, when I'm playing Loki and I need to use their ability. Then I use them. During that time, that's about it. But yeah, my main Spider-Man. I also really love playing as Squirrel Girl. I enjoy playing as Mr. Fantastic. The Thing is also pretty fun. Bucky's pretty fun. Healers wise, I like Loki the most. Ultron's kind of fun too. Other healers I like. Winter Snow's alright. I also really enjoy Rocket and Jeff. Those guys are really fun as healers. And then other tanks. Emma's not too bad. Venom can be kind of fun. Penny can be fun sometimes.
Fury of innumerable core flames consume me. Hail the new dawn.
I used to play a lot of Doctor Strange as a thing because that's when when he used to be really, really broken in like season 0. And a little bit in season 1, I think, if I remember correctly on that one. So he was kind of fun too. And yeah, you know,
Peaceful days are like
it's kind of how that is. I think that's basically it for the most part. I did play a little bit of Groot here and there, and that was kind of fun, but it was also kind of like mixed here and there too. I am really excited for the new season though, for sure. Especially the new Spider-Man team up, which looks like it'll be pretty cool. Really excited for that one. I'm grading out GS because Free Ring comes out Thursday night, the crossover. Grand Summoner because Free Ring. What is that supposed to be? Sounds familiar. But good luck with that though, with the collab. Alright, let's see, what do I need? gonna want to attack. Alright, hold on. Before I do this, I need to check something. Alright, Phainon. So, was your body good at all, or was it not that good? Okay, it's not that good. Okay, so I need to make body for sure. And then I can kind of gamble for these two pieces here. But I should make at least a good body. That's crit rate focused. And then we're gonna want crit damage. And then do we want speed or do we want attack percent? No, okay, speed doesn't matter because we want attack percent. 4? Ouch. That's so expensive, man. Jeez. Alright, well, we got a perfect roll there. So all that's left is just some minor pieces here and there. Okay, this. Honestly, like, it kind of doesn't matter because it can be attack percent, that's still good, but it doesn't mention physical damage, so there's that. It's fine. I'll customize it. We'll just get our physical damage in here. And it gets really horrible substats. Great! Love that. Big fan. Oh, so some of these are a little better. Free run. The mods from all rivals are crazy. Yeah, some mods for rivals are pretty nuts. So some of the in-game skins are also really crazy too. Man, I feel like I just wasted that thing. I 100% wasted that. Fuck. I 100% wasted that thing. Oh my gosh, that's way better. Oh, that sucks. And this is why you gotta be careful with those, like, make your own pieces, because sometimes you might accidentally waste it. Oh. At least I get another one sometime soon, I think. People seem too much for Emma Frost. Yeah, I mean, it makes sense though. Emma Frost is pretty hot. And all the stuff they did with her was pretty good marketing, to be honest. So, makes sense. Man, I'm a big fan too, so I don't blame them. Okay, I couldn't see the last one there. This one might work. Okay. Let's do 2 more. I mean, that's not bad. I just wish it was attack percent on the main stat there. These last ones, we'll just do boots. Did they got to add Miss Marvel to the game? Not yet. She'll probably come at some point, but she's not in the game at the moment. But that'll probably be a future character at some point for sure. Alright, let's see what we got. Wow, just giving me a more effect hit right now. That's crazy. 4 rolls into effect hit rate. You're actually out of your fucking mind. Yikes, that is awful. Wait, who even does that, man? That's crazy. That is actually crazy. Do we want energy regen as the main set? No, yeah, we want attack. Yeah, subsets are great on this one. Too bad the main set is not at all what we want. They really won't profit off the woman heroes. The Spider-Man Foundation skin's pretty cool. Yeah, that's pretty cool. I like it. Though currently my favorite Spider-Man skin in the game is literally just his generic one that he gets in as like the base outfit. That's currently my favorite one because all the other ones he's gotten are like, it's cool, but I don't know, just like the simple red, black, blue, white in there that he has. I just think it looks cooler personally. Wow. Really? You know what? Screw it. I'm using my dice. That is really not that much better. But at least we can mark crit damage out of it, I guess. Whatever. Do I need to add Rider into the game? Do I need to add Ghost Rider into the game? But I feel like Ghost Rider will be very toxic. I mean, he'll probably be added in the future. Like at the same time, like literally there's like a whole bunch of characters that'll probably be just added in the future at some point, for sure. Okay, we're looking a bit better. We're stacking on crit rate though. Interesting. What is that? 30 crit rate? Wait, doesn't that technically mean if I wanted to? If I swap this to this. Oh yeah, we almost hit 50 crit rate anyways. We're a little short by 4, but like, yeah, I basically hit it. Oh, come on, I basically. If that's the case, that basically means I kind of wasted another artifact piece just to make this, what is it? This damn thing here. Because that I already basically hit. Yeah, that's kind of annoying. I basically hit 50 crit rate anyways, so having made this is just kind of like whatever, because it's like, oh, I'm already basically there anyways, given what I have currently. And if some of these roll a little bit better, yeah, damn. Yeah, like if I got a better boot here that had like crit rate in there as well, ooh, that would have been crazy. That, yeah, I would definitely be, yeah, okay. Well, shit. I got so much crit rate from everything else that I basically almost hit 50 anyways. That's crazy. That's actually crazy to me. So we just want to reroll the boots then, I guess. The boots are the planar link rope. Which one is the best characters in the game? Oh, there's a lot of them. The generically best characters though in Rivals are, at least in terms of the current season, Emma Frost. She's really good. Who else? Loki's pretty good. Luna Snow's always OP. She barely gets nerfed because she's like an industry plant. Let's see, DPS's wise, Mr. Fantastic's pretty good at staying alive. We're doing a lot of damage, probably somewhere between Psylocke, Hela, Who's the other really good DPS I'm forgetting? Also, I'm pretty tired. I'm starting to get a little tired here, but just like about that, I feel there's like some other characters I'm forgetting that are really good too, but I can't think properly right now on that. My brain's starting to get pretty tired. Usually I would be fine, but since I came back from work, I just kind of hitting me a little bit harder. What? Okay, pushing a little bit over here. Oh, fuck. As much as I love Spider-Man, Spider-Man's not that good, so he wouldn't really fit in there. I guess Iron Man's not too bad right now too. And there's like no, what characters as well. Start checking caffeine. I'm good. I'd rather not do that when it's like 1 in the morning. That was not a good idea. Oh shit, what the fuck? Okay, just alright, just doing god rolls all of a sudden now. Okay. Ooh, but I do lose attack percent, which is kind of bad because Phainon actually wants a lot of attack. And apparently speed doesn't really help him that much. Ooh, that's kind of bad. Okay, actually, fuck off with that. Really? No rolls into crit rate. That's so fucking stupid, man. That is so dumb, and of course it gets tuned stupid ass break effect. That's actually so dumb. That is actually so fucking dumb. Man, that's so cringe. Whatever, I guess. What's the bare minimum attacks that Phainon wants anyways? Looks like bare minimum attack he wants is at least 2,600, which we got 2,800, so we're looking pretty good actually.
So naive.
Okay. I'd say our numbers are for the most part pretty good. Okay. Yeah, let's farm this so I can get this out of the way.
Guide with the Rainbow Bridge.
Watch over you and guide you on your path.
Have some sunshine.
Serenity is before me.
Forever doomed!
Dispel the gloom. Destroy the skies.
Tomorrow!
So lead it with.
Moment to doubt farewell.
Burn it all! I am struck! I'll accept your punishment.
Serenity is
It's not
before me.
fly. Damn.
Forever doomed!
I'm fine.
Moment to doubt farewell. Watch over you and guide you on your path.
Future will come! Fury of innumerable core flames consume me. Hail the new dawn!
Oh shit.
Quench the flames with blood.
Phainon's going crazy right now.
Her agony!
Down.
Empty shell!
Bro's actually a fucking monster. It's crazy.
Have some sunshine. Dispel the gloom. Destroy the skies.
Serenity is before
Oh,
me.
I hit escape the fate? I have no idea what that is.
Don't be rash.
Moment to doubt
Alright, hold up, chat. I'll be right back. Just wanna
I'll accept
go
your
use the bathroom real quick. I'll probably leave things running on auto here though.
Serenity is before me. Watch over you and guide you on your path.
future will come. Burn it all. I am struck.
To doubt farewell.
Burn it all. Now accept your punishment.
Dispel the gloom! Destroy the skies!
It's of no consequence. Serenity is before me.
Forever do.
Show me the way!
Fury of innumerable core flames consume me. Hail the new dawn.
Alright, chat. Something came up and I gotta head off right now. I think we'll be back later today or whatever, but yeah, I gotta go right now. Sorry guys. Something came up, so like we said, I'll see you guys later. Thanks for coming by. And yeah, have a good night or good morning or good day. I'll see you guys later.